all about spring, brought to you by Lilybets Resources. In spring, the days start to get longer. It is light when we get up, and it may even still be light when we go to bed. The sun shines for longer than in the winter, giving out light and warmth. We have rain showers. The warmth, light and rain tell the plants to grow. The warmth and the light begin to wake up the plants that have been resting all winter. Snowdrops are amongst the first flowers we can see as spring begins. Then come the crocuses. Daffodils flower. First come the buds. The buds open. And then what a beautiful sight. Dandelions grow everywhere. The woods turn blue with a carpet of bluebells. The sun warms the soil and the seeds begin to grow. They grow up towards the light. The leaves reach up to the light, and the plant grows taller and stronger. New leaves begin to grow on the trees. The winter buds begin to swell. That means to get fat. The scales are pushed apart as new leaves inside grow bigger and bigger. Here are the new leaves. They are growing quickly. They grow bigger and bigger and bigger, and they're all shiny and new. Until they are fully grown, and then they spread out to catch the light. They need the sunlight to make food. The food will help them to work, for these leaves must help the tree to make seeds. The new leaves are shiny and bright green. They might also be a little bit hairy too. Some trees have blossom in springtime. The apple tree has blossom. Once the flowers are blooming, insects come to feed on the nectar. As they do so, they pollinate the flowers. Nectar is a sweet drink just for the insects. Here is a bee having a drink of nectar. As the bee drinks, pollen catches in her fur. The pollen is in the little yellow sacs on the end of the stalks. As the bee flies to another flower, the pollen on her fur mixes with the pollen on the new flower. This is how pollination takes place. If a flower is pollinated, then the flower will be able to make seeds. Here is the apple tree again. You can see that the flowers have died. The insects have pollinated them. And now tiny apples are starting to grow. By autumn, they will be ripe and juicy, ready to eat. In spring, we can see ladybirds. Ladybirds eat little creatures called aphids that can spoil some plants. The pond is coming to life in spring too. Can you see the new green shoots? Frogs lay their eggs in the water. It is called frog spawn. Each tiny black dot can grow into a tadpole. And then into a tiny frog. Sheep have their babies in spring. Here is a mother sheep. A mother sheep is called a ewe. Here she is with her lambs. And here are 3 cute lambs smiling at us. Cows have their calves in springtime. Birds start to sing. It is time for them to start to make their nests. Shh! Mother Blackbird is sitting on her eggs. She must keep them warm until they hatch into chicks. Something else lays eggs too. Butterflies lay their eggs on leaves. The eggs hatch into caterpillars. Caterpillars are very hungry. They munch and they munch, and they get bigger and fatter, and they munch and they munch and get even bigger and even fatter until one day they make a chrysalis. And not long after, out comes. Out comes what? Can you tell me? An adult butterfly. What a wonderful world God has made for us to live in. Thank Him for it.